I am Erica Margot. You are watching eMargot TV. This is Him and My Skin. Grab your champagne glasses and take notes, bitches. Hi, ladies. Welcome back to my channel, eMargot TV. I hope you have liked, shared, and subscribed. And I hope that you are getting a little something out of what I'm sharing with you. Today, I want to talk with you about not allowing the efforts that you put into a man in the beginning phase of a relationship to impute how you think he's going to react to you. This is why it is imperative that you ladies really stay in feminine energy and you really just take the time out, sit back, be engulfed with you and in your world and what you have going on, so the man can kind of come to you and you're not busy trying to interchangeably get him to notice you and to do things. What I mean by that is when you're pursuing him, when you're trying to make dates, even something as simple as you checking up on him, you ladies really have to stop doing that. Number one, in the first beginning phases of relationships, when you're dating and you're building that connection, men 100% of the time, darling, they're talking to other women. And so what if you're like calling him and you're reaching out to him and you're trying to plan dates, even if it's something as minute as a coffee date, or something like, dessert a little bit at like 8 o'clock or something. You never know what he has going on. You never know if he is in a relationship. Even when men tell you I have nothing going on, they're always lying. There's someone in their rotation. Men always have a rotation. And this is why I'm trying to talk with you ladies to, get yourself a little bit more established in who you are and what you're looking for, that you have a rotation of men as well. It could be, and it doesn't necessarily have to be romantically. It could be a rotation. I have a friend where we strictly go to the movies. We're going to go see Hamilton that's coming up here in Atlanta. We do all of like shows and different things like that. And he's just a cool friend of mine, a real homeboy, something like that. It's nothing intimate, nothing like that. Okay. And then we all have gay boyfriends. Get you a couple of gay boyfriends just to fill you up, just so you have something to do in the meantime. If there's not a regular guy around and you want to go do something and you're upset because the guy that you like just simply does not have the time. So this is why I stress to you women, stop putting effort into it. Don't offer to cook for a man when he has not proven himself worthy. Now, you ladies, it's 2-3 weeks in, and because you have had sex and gotten intimate, you're a little sprung, and so you just want to give him everything and just show him how a great catch you are. Stop. Don't do any of that. I was just discussing with someone that I've been living in my home for like 12, 13 years, and I've only had not even 5 or 6 men here with him included. I do not have company like that. I don't trust men to that capacity where I'm letting you into my home. That's a whole nother ball game. You get what I'm saying? So ladies, you trying to put an effort into like a man where you'll say, well, I cooked and I was waiting on you. And I want you women to stop waiting on a man to do anything. Always have something going on. So I'm just going to give you an example of me. I always have an example. I always have a story. So I don't want, you ladies to be like, what she's saying is unrealistic, and it's not. When you have a full life, you have things going on. Earlier, I went to a bourbon tasting, and then today we're shooting the new episodes. So we'll be here for like a couple of hours, and then I'm going to go hang out with some homeboys. So I got a phone call from a man that's interested in me. I'm not necessarily 100% vested or interested, but I see him out all the time when I frequent the places that I go hang out at. And so, he went out of town. Okay, cool. He actually wanted me to go. I don't go out of town with men because that puts you in a different category. Is he going to get you a second room? Because if you get in a hotel with the man, you're going to sleep with him. He's going to expect you to sleep with him if you guys are in the same bed. Ladies, you got to set yourself up where you're protected on all angles. So this gentleman asked me, to go out, and I simply declined. Oh, I got to work. I got a life. So I guess he got back today. And this is right before I'm ready to tape this with you. And this is just an example, ladies. So, he texts me. I don't do texts. I'm driving. I got a lot going on. And before the shoot, I stopped off to get a bite to eat so I could be, prepared and nourished to be ready for you. So, he's like, can we do dinner tonight? And I'm like, oh, no, I have my taping and then I'm going to such and such place. And so the place that I said, he said, well, who are you going with? Number one, you should not be asking me. If we're not committed, I didn't sit down and say, you're mine. We didn't have that discussion. There's been no kind of an interaction for you to even ask me. Ladies, never, ever, 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 ever ask a man who he's going to hang out with, where he's going, when he could. Stop asking all those questions. You're not his wife. Give that man free range and you'll be able to feel in your instincts when something don't feel right, and you just wait and you sit and you observe to what's happening before you make a conscious decision if you're going to move forward with this man. Anyway, he totally threw me when he said, who are you going with? And I'm like, my homeboys. Remember I talked to you guys about double standards? I don't sit around and wait for a man. Even if I get married, when I get married, my husband is going to have to understand. Erica has friends. I am not sexually attracted to them. They my homeboys. I grew up in Philly. I had nothing but male friends. I don't have a whole lot of girlfriends. I may have one. And it's just me and we just talk shit and we'll have fun. It's nothing like that. They be like, you dope, whatever. I am not to be around a shady ass bitch. So check your friends and, So what I'm sharing is when he took me, when he asked that question and I was taken back by surprise, I was like, oh, okay, well, I'm going out with my homeboys. And he was just like, oh, number one, he thought, I don't know what he was thinking. I think he was thinking I was going to say something else. But honey, you're never going to catch me going out with a whole bunch of group of girls. And so he was like, I want to take you to different dinner afterwards. That's too much. I had a full day. I've been up since 7 o'clock. I'm doing these videos today and I'm going to just be hanging out. I'm going to want to come home and probably clean up and do a little bit more work. I don't have time. So he was like, well, how about, Thursday, Friday, or Saturday? I said, okay, well, let me know. This is when you have something going on. So he asked me, I still haven't been able to give him a date. I said, well, I'm waiting for my stylist to get back to me because I want to book another appointment to get my hair done sometime before this week is out, basically. And so he was like, okay, well, can you let me know? Ladies, that's how you want a man to be. Do I like this man? No, not like that. Is he fun to have as a friend, to fill time up, to understand what it feels like to be loved on, to be doted over? Yes, absolutely. Will I tell him this? Yes, when the time comes. Never string a man along because that's when you kind of get the crazies. You always want to be honest, but you got to pick the right time to, be honest. So getting back to what I'm saying, don't put too much stock in how you're giving to him and you're thinking that you two should be on the same timeline. It does not work like that when you're dating, a man and you're new in a relationship. Be filled up with what you have going on. Never say to a man, well, I did this and I did that and I did this. This man never asked you to cook for him. You did the okay when you're like, oh, I had sex with you, so I expect you to do this. Did you negotiate before you have sex? You women have to start learning when you give your body to a man, there needs to be some rules in place as to what's going on. Stop prematurely sleeping with these men. And they have you so fucked up in the head that, you're like, well, I thought it was this. How you thinking anything? There was never a discussion. Men are so easy. Let me tell you how they're so easy. They will tell you what it is. They tell you, and you can't change his motherfucking mind. You can't coerce him. You can't manipulate him. You can't cajole him. You can't confide, try to convince a man to do nothing. If a man says no, you better listen to what he's saying and take plans and make some plans for you to do what you got to do for yourself. Never sit and implement what you're doing for him. To me, he's a free ride for him. If they're sitting here doing, I don't do shit for a man but show up and look good until you show me that I can let my guard down. I can really have fun with you, and I can trust you with my heart and my life. Stop giving yourself away and putting so much stock on you giving. That man will sit back and take until a real woman of substance shows up, put him to the test of, they love a challenge. I've shared this with you before. If you're dating a man and he's not into the challenge, that's not the kind of man you need to be talking to anyway. I hear so many men saying, I'm used to women. They do this for me. They do that for me. Okay, you not my kind of guy. We have nothing to talk about. I'm very traditional. I like to stay in my role. I like to be a nice little lady. I told you I have a potty mouth sometime. I can hang with the boys. But when it comes to me having a romantic relationship with a lover that I want for the rest of my life, I sit on my throne gracefully and I wait for him. I hope you have enjoyed what I've said. I really want to be able to help you and assist you. If you have any questions, please email me at Erica with the C and a K at himandmyskin.com. Let's talk, let's chit chat. And I just want to help you, get to what you're looking for and for you to be powerful and strong within yourself. We'll chat on the next one.